Welcome back to Stories with India. Today I'm going to be reading Monsters in My Mailbox. Monsters in My Mailbox. Reginald Gilly lived in a grown-up part of town. Grown-ups live up the street, down the street, and across the street, and none of them had any children. No one, that is, except Mr. and Mrs. Appleby next door. They had Anna Marie, who didn't really count because she was a girl. So Reginald had only his toys to keep him company. One day, Reginald saw an unusual advertisement in a magazine. Thought Reginald. I'll join that Monster of the Month club. Then I'll always have someone to play with. He shook some money from his piggy bank and nailed it with the coupon. Sure enough, on the 1st of April, a huge brown package was delivered to his home. What's in the box? Asked Anna Marie, who had been playing hopscotch on the sidewalk. Boy stuff, said Reginald as he hauled the package inside. He hoped his parents hadn't seen it. They wouldn't even let him have a kitten. Reginald opened the box. A blue furry monster jumped out. "Hello," said the monster. "I'm Stinky." "Wow," said Reginald. "You sure are big. What do you eat?" "Mud pies and box springs," said Stinky. He took a jump out of Reginald's mattress. "Let's mix up some mud pies," Reginald quickly said. Reginald and Stinky loved the monster mud pies. Reginald's mother did not. "You need a place to sleep," said Reginald when it was time for bed. "How about under the bed?" said the monster. "I like to snack on dust balls." So Reginald pushed and shoved and stuffed Stinky under the bed. With Stinky around, Reginald was never lonely. On the 1st of May, another package arrived. "Hello," said monster number 2, who was yellow with fangs and wormy hair. "My name is Binky." Gee, it was cramps in that box. "You don't happen to have a hot tub I could relax in, do you?" "You've got to be kidding," said Reginald. "How about an exercise room for a fax machine?" asked Binky. Reginald shook his head. "Well then, I'm leaving," said Binky, stamping his huge foot and smashing a hole through the floor. "I won't belong to some ordinary kid." "No," shouted Reginald as Binky headed towards the door. "My folks will see you." Stinky blocked the door and pushed Binky into the closet. Reginald slammed the door shut and locked it. Soon they heard Binky gnawing on a shoe. "Yum! Genius leather," said Binky. "I'll sleep here." "Genuine leather," said Binky. "I'll sleep here." With 2 monster friends, Reginald had twice as much fun. but also twice as much trouble. When the monsters giggled and tickled and rolled on the floor, they smashed Reginald's crayons and kicked over the bookcase. "Son, I told you not to jump on the bed," Reginald's dad yelled from the downstairs. "Ha ha ha," laughed Stinky. He sounded like a hippopotamus with hiccups. On the 1st of June, another monster was delivered. "Is it your birthday?" called Anna Marie. "No," said Reginald, closing the front door just in time. The new monster looked even stranger than the other two. His name was Finky, and he breathed fire. "It was cold in the box," said Finky. "I got a runny nose." Then he coughed and set Reginald's catcher mitt on fire. Stinky dumped a tray of mud pies on the pit to put the fire out. "Don't worry about me," said Finky when it was time for bed. "I'll sleep under the rock." "Try not to set the house on fire," said Reginald, sighing. "Look at this room," said Reginald's mum the next morning. "Get busy, young man. I want you to clean up this mess immediately." So Reginald cleaned up all day while Stinky, Pinky and Finky blazed around toasting marshmallows. "Are these my roller skates?" said Reginald, holding up two gooey, slimy, half-chewed wheels. He was feeling very grumpy. "Yep," said Binky with a bit. "The wheels didn't agree with me." On the 1st of July, Pinky was delivered and Binky arrived in August. Now Reginald had enough monsters for a basketball team. By December, he had a baseball team until Binky stole and ate the bases. By February, the house was chock full of monsters. All night, the old house squeaked and creaked when the monsters were especially twitchy and wiggly. "Could I have a glass of water?" asked Stinky at midnight. "Me too," said Hinky, Winky and Winky. I want one," cried Dinky, Inky and Trinky. "Did you hear that?" Reginald's mother asked his father. "I think we have mice." On the 1st of March, a gigantic package was delivered to Reginald's house. Out stepped monster number 12. "My name is Winky," said the monster. "I like ping pong and pickle sandwiches with ketchup." "And I snore." Reginald and Winky played 98 games of ping pong. At bedtime, Reginald put Winky in the coat closet. "It's too dark in here," said Winky, shivering. Reginald put Winky in the attic. "I think I see a spider," said Winky, shrugging. "May I sleep?" Shuddering. "May I sleep with you, pretty please?" "Oh, all right," said Reginald, rolling his eyes. "Ouch," said Winky. "You're squishing me." "What was that?" said Winky, sitting up. "Who's there?" "Me, Banana Brain. I can't breathe," said Winky, gasping for breath. His white fangs gleamed in the moonlight. "Don't bite," screeched Winky, diving out of the window. My sore toe," screamed Winky. He hopped towards the door and tripped over Finky. Finky jumped up. In his hurry, he mistook the closet door for an exit. "Help!" he shrieked. "Something big kicked me." let me out. A blast of fire has singed Binky's wormy hair. Then both monsters screamed and ran through the house to the front door. The noise scared all the monsters. Shrieking and screaming, they stamped into the night. Reginald ran after them. In the front yard, a gang of monsters was running amok. "Oh no," groaned Reginald. "What do I do now?" Anna Marie's window flew open. "Turn the hose on them," she shouted. Without quite knowing why, Reginald grabbed the garden hose and sprayed the frightened monsters. Reginald's father flung open the door. "What are you doing?" he yelled. I," said Reginald helplessly. "I'm watering." Reginald looked around the yard. All the monsters had vanished. A swarm of fireflies hovered overhead. Come in this minute," said Reginald's father. "That can wait until tomorrow." "Goodness, Reginald, what will you think of next?" In the morning, Reginald searched everywhere. He couldn't find a single monster. "Looking for this?" asked the voice. Reginald looked up to see Anna Marie holding a tiny creature. It was Winky. Anna Marie rescued me," said Winky. "How did you know what to do?" Reginald asked Anna Marie. "I read the directions," she said, "back when I belonged to the Monster of the Month Club." "What directions?" Reginald said. "If monsters run amok, sprinkle with water," said Anna Marie. "When wet, monsters will shrink, then turn into harmless fireflies. I dried this one off just in time." "Anna Marie," said Reginald, "would you like to come over to my house for a nice quiet game of checkers?" "If I can bring Zinky," said Anna Marie. He opened her hand. It was a little monster. Reginald smiled. "Two monsters sound just right," he said. Thanks for listening to Monsters in My Mailbox. If this is your first time watching a video, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.